Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. Well, let's check it out. Let's see what I got for you right now. If you like those classic models from back in the 50s or 60s, but then when you've heard their name, the models coming back to the market, you quite expected like a retro type of car reminding you of those type of cars. Then you say, oh, these are the type of cars I would love to see, but then you are totally surprised that the model has nothing to do with the old school model they were sold back in the days. Now if I confuse you a little bit, it's okay because I got confused myself, but let me get to the point what I meant by that. Now let's give it a proper presentation. What I got for you right now, it's a 143 scale 2024 Citroen Ami 100% electric. Now this cute little Ami has the special model is my Ami Peps. I guess all that decoration. And just so you guys know, I have another also of all these little Citroen Ami, but it's a different styling. It doesn't have all that painted front end or the headlights and that black, molding or paint around. And this is like a special edition. From my understanding, it has like a sunroof. Also, that sunroof. What am I talking about? Sunroof. Yeah, it does have a sunroof. It has like I meant to say a spoiler. Excuse me. I meant to say spoiler. Now let's go back to that presentation that I gave. Quite strange, but I meant it. What I meant to say is that when people heard about, I'm guessing about this, and I'm thinking about it. But when people heard the Ami model coming back, I am sure they thought before they seen the model, they thought it was going to be a retro car reminding you back of the Citroen Ami 6 or Ami 8 from back in the 50s and 60s. And you thought about a car, okay, how Volkswagen made a retro Beetle and the Mini Cooper and also the Renault 4 and the Renault 5 are coming out with the retro models are very popular. Ford Mustang made a retro. So what I'm trying to say, it's a lot of models, a lot of brands are bringing back their old school model names, but they use it as a retro model representing their. But this one has nothing to do with the old school Ami. I'm not even sure why they call them the Ami. That's a question that I would have to investigate and read. And I don't know. I'll leave it to you guys. Please let me know in the comments below. Why does Citroen decide to call this the Ami? Does it have any type of connection with the old school Ami? Or is just the name the only thing they share? But going back to this little little shopping cart on wheels. Let's call. I really, really enjoy looking at this car. It's not a car that I will own. No, not. I mean, maybe because I'm saving gasoline, but I heard it's very, very like basic. And the older you get, the more comfortable you want to drive, and that's the reality. Now, if you want to know more about the Citroen Ami, the new generation, they came out in 2020, all the way down to now. They're still being sold. Okay, now this vehicle is actually built in Morocco. People might have thought these were built in France. No, even though France is their motherland of Citroën, but no, these cars are built in Morocco. And they actually call them a quadricycle, a two-door quadricycle. I don't know. To me, it's a small car. I don't. Maybe they just want to get very fancy with names. They probably just want to call them like that because the car is so small and it just doesn't require like a lot to drive it. I'm just guessing. It says here the French brand Citroen came out with a concept car back in 2019. The doors are almost identical, with the driver's door being front hinge and the passenger door being rear hinge. The design choice was made to reduce cost by minimizing the number of unique parts. The vehicle's front and rear bumpers are also made from the same components. A smartphone powers the information screen and provides audio to the car throughout the cylindrical Bluetooth speaker located to the right of the steering column. Okay. Uh, the car again is very basic. They don't even call them car. I'm gonna call it a car because to me it looks like a car. Let's just say that. Maybe I'm a bit ignorant in this part. Now, if you want to know about the engine, remember it's an electric car, so it has a 6 kilowatt single motor. It goes about 47 miles of range or 75 kilometers of range. All right, guys, I'm gonna let it go around. Oh, before I forget, this is a diecast, as you probably noticed, and it's made by Norev. All right, I'm gonna let it go around a few times, and I'll be right back. All right, everyone. A couple of things I would like to share with you guys. In 2025, which is the year that we live in right now, this car or quad cycle, whatever they want to call it, they had a refreshed facelift. Which I'm looking at the pictures. I'm not crazy about the facelift, but again, it is what it is. They had to refresh the look, and they pull up a model. Now, I have another info which I didn't know about. I never heard about this one. In Germany, they were also selling this model called by Opel, called the Opel Rocky E, which is an identical to the Citroen Ami for Germany only. And they share the same exact look, the front end, the rear end. And there's also a rebadged version of this car called the Fiat Topolino, which I'm dying to find that one. I've seen them as a diecast or a resin, and hopefully someone will come out with it. The new Fiat Topolino, and it's very cute because that looks very retro. That one is a retro car. It does give you hints of the old school Topolino. I mean, the old school Fiat 500 type. So that also Fiat also had their own version of that model. Okay, let's see. What do you guys think about this car? Let me know in the comments below. Do you like them? Have you ever drove one of these? Have you ever seen them in person? Are they around? Are they popular? Are they only driven in cities? Could you see them in the countryside? I would love to know all the info you may have about these that I couldn't share with you guys, or your thoughts altogether. Don't forget to give me that beautiful thumbs up. Thank you so much for your support, your comments, your sharing, your liking, and everything in between. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell next to the subscribe button. Take care of yourselves more than ever. Goodbye.